Well, I did it again. I went and bought another guitar. Now, I will justify that Father's Day is in like in a week and a half, so let's just consider this an early Father's Day gift. And I have to say I'm very excited about this. As you can see, I got the Jackson JS32T Rhoads model guitar. And this guitar is simply a fabulous guitar. I've wanted one of these for a while. Back many years ago, around 1988-ish, local music store had two of these. Had a blue one and a red one. And me and the other guitar player in my band, we were going to go down. We were both going to buy one, and we both chickened out. So 30 some odd years later, fast forward, I finally got mine, and I have to say I am very pleased with it. One of the things I noticed about this guitar is this style of guitar is Jackson makes them in all price ranges. I mean, they go up to, I've seen around $1,500. The ones I almost bought before was $750. Of course, that's $1988. So I don't know. The day standard is probably like, I don't know, $4,000. I don't know. I'm kidding. But this guitar retails right now for just at $280. And I'm trying to figure out, why is this guitar so cheap? So as you start to look at it, the first thing that stands out as the reason it would be cheaper is the body, the paint job. There's no paint job. This is just stained wood. There's no clear coat on it. There's nothing. It's just stained wood, and you can feel the wood. It's like a piece of wood you would stain it, if you were staining your deck or something. It's just like that. It also has a four bolt-on neck instead of a neck through the body. You've got Jackson tuners instead of Grover or some other type of locking tuner. You got strings going through the body instead of a Floyd Rose or something on there. You got Jackson pickups instead of Seymour Duncan or some other name brand pickup. But I have to say these pickups sound pretty good, and I've had Jackson pickups and another Jackson I had back in the day, and it sounded great. So I think they're going to be all right. I picked mine up used. I did not buy this brand new. I found a deal. Some guy was selling it, and I kept watching the deal, and he kept dropping his price. I finally picked it up for $225. So yeah, I got even a better deal. But he said the reason he was getting rid of it, he didn't like the way it sat on his lap when he tried to play it. So yeah, it's not a standard guitar where you can sit down and just strum it across your knee. If you're sitting down, you're going to have to wedge it between your legs, but I'm comfortable playing like that, so that doesn't really bother me. So that wasn't an issue for me. But yeah, I got a great deal on it. The fretboard, it was made out of something I believe called Amaranth, which when I hear that it makes me think of like some death metal band like Amaranth, But here we got 24 jumbo frets in the neck. The neck on this guitar. First of all, you do have some binding up here, it makes it look nice. But you also, if you ever played a Jackson, you sit down, you look at it. Jackson has just a certain neck. And then it's that typical Jackson neck. And the action on this thing is super, super low. It's just, you can barely tell there, but this action is just built for speed. I brought the guitar home. It was out of tune, of course, so I tuned it up. Played it for a little while, and it just kept going out of tune. But it felt more like it was a string issue to me at the time. So I grabbed each string, I just tugged on them like you would after you put on new strings. Gave them good tugs, tuned it up again, and for 2 days straight, I wailed on this thing. I was chugging on it. I was giving it bends and stretching. I gave it a workout, and it never went out of tune. So, and then I just tuned it down a half step to work on some music for this weekend, and it still went right into tune, no problem. It has stayed in tune, no problem. And even with the action so low, there's no buzzing. Everything is, I mean, it's a great neck. It just feels fast. Like when you play, you just want to go at it. And it's easy to play. Like some of the riffs and stuff I've played, some of the songs that are faster, I was working on, and I have to say it's easier to play on this guitar. It chugs great. So I would give title of the video, is it a junk or is it a great deal? I would say this is absolutely a great deal, and definitely worth checking out. If you want a Jackson, if you want a V, get it. It just sounds great. One other thing, I did have an issue a while ago when I was playing. I kept accidentally unplugging. It kept going unplugged. It's because I was running the cord like I normally would. I'd bring it up through around the strap and plug it in. Well, this jack is way up here. And so when you bring it in, the strap was, I guess, pulling, causing it to, and it did pull it out. So I wrapped it around the strap like this and put it up in there, and so far that is working. I may have to use a straight plug for this one, I don't know. This is the one I use for all my other guitars, and so it's got a little kill switch in it, which I like. So if you want to, yeah, I think that's going to work out okay though. We'll see. I'm going to test it out this weekend. We got a show I'm sitting in for a band doing a guest spot, and I'm going to bring it out for a few songs and check it out and see how it performs live. I think it's going to be okay, and but yeah, I just can't get over how well this neck feels great. I mean, it's just, I just fell in love with it immediately. I've been playing down, it's third day now in a row, I've been just chugging away on it, and it just plays great. Also, the pickups, even though it's metal looking, I mean, you can, gets a nice clean tone. It's very versatile. The neck is a little, probably, it feels, I don't have the gauges, I couldn't tell you it's 22.1 centimeters. It's just, it feels like it's a little wider this away than some other guitars, which is great for me. That, my fingers seem like as I get older, they get shorter and fatter. I don't know what that's about. Kind of like me, but it gives me a little more distance in between the strings to work it. So I like it. It works out great for me, but it's thin this away, so you can really, get your fist around it pretty easy. And the high strings are easy to reach. You don't have to do anything like that. Get 24 jumbo frets. I mean, you can get up here to the 24th, no problem. And I will say again, for the price of this guitar, just checking the neck. I mean, there's no fret sticking out, going to cut your fingers. Everything just feels great. So, like I said, if you want a cool looking guitar and you just want to like rock it out and not break the bank, this is a nice little investment, and I think it'll serve you well. And again, you're not paying much for it, so if you want to hot rod it, you can do a lot to it. You can drop some new pickups in it. You can throw on some new tuners. I mean, it's not going to cost you that much to do that. You can upgrade it in any which way you want it. So. Like I said, I did buy it used, so the only issue I had with it used is right here. There's some discoloration, like it's been rubbed on something for a while. I don't know what caused that, but it's just some discoloration here on the tip. But the nice thing about this is that since it is just stained wood, I can get some stain at the hardware store and just kind of lightly brush that area with some stain. And I bet you I can make this look like it's never been worn at all. I bet I can bring it back brand new. You just don't want to mismatch it, so. But yeah, It's a great guitar. The toggle switch being right here kind of got in my way at first. I was doing some volume swells on the playing somebody get me a doctor. I was just playing around with it, and I went down to, and I hit the toggle switch, but that's just because I didn't know it was, I wasn't really paying attention, wasn't used to it being there. But now that I know where it is, it's not that big of a deal. So anyway, Jackson Rhoads JS32T. Not a bad guitar. You want to rock it out, you can look cool with it on your leg like that. You can throw it up on your shoulder like a rifle. I mean, it's very light too. This thing, I mean, it's almost like the strap weighs more than this guitar. And it hangs well. It doesn't like it stays where it's supposed to. So it's comfortable, and I mean, I could play this thing all night long. So anyway, check it out. If you want a new guitar, go get you one.